Hey everybody, let's get a little review on some basic transformational geometry. Those are some big words. I know maybe you haven't heard the word transformation before. It probably hasn't been stated that way to this point in your math career, but transformations is just a fancy way of saying things that you can do to a shape on the coordinate plane. There's a few different types of transformations. You have translations, which is the first one we're going to look at, and then we'll talk about the other two. So you should be able to see my screen right now. A translation is essentially a slide or a shift. It's when you have a figure on the coordinate plane and you shift it left or right or up or down or some combination of the two. So if you check this out, click on the X here on the coordinate plane and the origin there. I just drug that X one spot to the left, and look what happened to my shape. It went 1 unit to the left. Now I'm going to move it 1 unit up. Okay, now it's gone one left and one up. All right, let's take it back to the origin here at 0, 0. And maybe let's change the size of the shape just for fun. We'll make it a little bit of a different triangle. There's our new triangle right there. Look what happens when we drag it down. What about to the right? Okay, you see what's happening. What if I went down a little bit further? Okay, so look what's happening as I drag my X around. The shape is just shifting around. So again, one type of transformation is a translation, and you can think of it as a slide or a shift. Here's the next one, a reflection. A reflection is like a mirror image. Imagine that you were reading a book and the binding of the book was this dashed line right here where it says mirror. That original figure, which is the blue one, was flipped over that mirror image, and now it's the red one. The blue one is called the pre-image because it's the original. The red one's called the image. And I want you to notice something. Look at the distance between A and A prime. A prime is like the A with the apostrophe. Notice how A and A prime are both the same distance away from that line of reflection. Same with B and B prime. B is 2 units away. B prime is 2 units away from that line of reflection right there. Same with C and C prime. Each are 4 units away from that line of reflection. Could I change the line of reflection? You bet. Right now it's on the y-axis, but what if I change it to the x-axis? Well, right now it's a little below the x-axis, but let's bring it up to the x-axis. Still a mirror image. You just changed the line of reflection. Could I make reflectional lines diagonal? You bet. That one's a little hard to see. Let me see if I can change this a little bit. That's a little better. Okay, there's a mirror image. What about if we did it like that? Oh, look at that. B is on that line of reflection, so it doesn't even move when we do a reflection over that mirror image there. So in summary, a reflection is like a flip. It's a flip over a line, which is like a mirror image that it creates. Last one that I want to talk about today is a rotation. As this, I'm sure, comes as no surprise to anybody, a rotation is a turn. Think of a pinwheel turning around on an axis currently centered at the origin right here at 0, 0. So look right here, that's my center of rotation right there at D. And I'm going to put that there. And look what happens. There's a 90-degree rotation. That's a quarter turn right there. Here's 180. Let's see if I can get exactly there. That's a half of a turn. You can see it's half of a full rotation around the coordinate plane. Here's 270. That's 3/4 of a turn. And 360, if you do a 360 flip, you did a complete flip. So there's 360. You're right back to where you started. So a rotation is like a turn. All right, kiddos. That's a very much a crash course Cliff Notes version of what we're going to be studying in our first big topic of 8th grade math. And this is just to kind of get you warmed up a little bit and give you a little bit of familiarity. So I hope that was helpful. Catch you next time.